How are you lovely people? I'm just so basic.
Going down for it. It's going down for it. It's going down for it.
Hey guys, it's Laura. I'm doing this video on absolute the most random note ever. I have nothing written down. I had an absolutely different idea for this video. I wanted to do the TMI tag a little bit different and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? This is gonna take so much time to do the TMI tag. So I was like, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Today I decided to share some of my childhood stories with you guys. So I will share some, I don't know how many stories, I'm just gonna talk, okay? The first story happened when I was in the I want to say the third grade. So it was I don't know, 8. So me and my parents went on this vacation and we were swimming and doing stuff and just, fun family trip. And I need to tell you that as a child, I was very, very skinny. I was thin. I was a thin child. And when I was on the vacation, I had problems with pooing, taking a shit, Being honest here, guys. Every single time that I had to poo, my belly, my stomach, would get, big. From this, it went to, this. It was weird. So we were just on vacation and one day I just looked at my belly and I was like, this is weird. This is not soft. It's like my belly's hard, big hard belly. Well, I went to take a poo and my belly didn't change, It was still fucking big and it was weird because I was thin and my belly was shit. What? The first thought that came into my mind was, I'm pregnant. And let me tell you, for a month I thought I was pregnant. All the time I was trying to figure out how the hell did I get pregnant? I knew what sex was. I knew how babies are made. I knew abortion. I knew everything. I was in the fucking third grade and I knew everything. So just high five. And I was still thinking, how could I possibly be pregnant? And then it hit me. You know when you go to sleep and the moment you wake up in the morning, all of your sheets are all over the place and it is not the same, the sheets are not the same way that you left them when you went to sleep. You know what I'm talking about? And everything's all over the place. And you're just what happened in the middle of the night? And I was 100% sure that I got raped. Somehow, in the middle of the night, someone had sex with me and I got pregnant. I was a dumb-ass child. I was special. So after a few weeks, my mom and I had the appointment at the doctor's for an ultrasound thing. I don't know, it had nothing to do with pregnancy or anything, but it was an ultrasound. They just had to check something. So I start thinking, if I go to the doctor's, they might figure out that I'm pregnant. So anyways, I go to the doctor's and I am freaking the fuck out. I lay down on the table, they put those things on me, start doing the shit, and I'm freaking out. I cannot tell my parents, I cannot tell anyone that I'm pregnant because they're gonna kick me out. I'm gonna die with a child. I'm gonna be a single mom and I'm 8 years old. And they're doing the thing. Okay, we finish, fine. We go out and wait for the results. All the time I'm freaking out. My mom's like, what is wrong? I'm like, nothing, everything's fine. I was crazy. We get the results and my mom starts slowly checking, everything's fine. Her face is normal. She's like, okay, fine, okay, cool. And this was the moment that I should just, shut up, but no. So I'm like, so mom, are there saying anything about a baby? What baby? I'm like, the thing that I might be pregnant. And she's just laughing. She's just laughing her ass off. And she's like, you were not raped. You're not pregnant. And then she kind of explained and I told her what happened, how I thought that, and then she convinced me that I was not pregnant. But honestly, for next 2 weeks, I was certain that I'm still pregnant. And then I on my calendar marked the date of the birth. So when the date came, I was waiting for me to get a child. After those 9 months, I was like, okay, I'm not pregnant. Okay, it's cool. The second story is again connected to, sex. How You will see. This happened in the 4th grade, so like only like 1 year later. So in between lunch breaks, me and my friends like played, you know, teacher and student, and some of us would like teach them and stuff like that. We were just, you know, playing. And as we all know, I was the teacher. Let's be real, I'm a boss ass bitch. Yeah. So the one thing that I was teaching my class, aka my friends, was sex education. This happened in like our class, you know. So I wrote on the board, I was like, with like big letters, you know, sex, and then like arrows and like condoms, and you know, and just how you imagine like sex education would go. This was I was doing, like sex, condoms, no condoms, baby, pregnant. Oh my god, like I knew all that shit. It was like really fun. We had a lot of fun. We laughed a lot. It was good times, okay? It was fun. Going for a while, and in between like lunch breaks, teachers like wouldn't go to class. Like they would go to like, I don't know, get a coffee or something. They wouldn't like stay with us, so we were alone. But no, there had to be this one fucking day when I was teaching, you know, sex education. We were having a great time. We were having like sex education party, like, whoa, yeah, condoms. We always had this like one person standing in front of the door, so he would like, look, if the teacher comes, you know, warn us and stuff like that. The bitch who was standing in front of the door was like fucking dumb and didn't like notice the fucking teacher. And the teacher walks through the door, sees me talking about sex, and the first thing I do is, behind me is like this huge board where like the words like sex, fuck, condoms, baby, like are written on that board. So the first thing I do is like stand like this in front of the board. I'm like, hi, what do you need? So I was like yelling at me like, you cannot do this at school. This is not right. I will call your parents. This is not, like, you're breaking school rules. But still, like, how the fuck was I breaking school rules? I don't know. I'm still standing in front of the board, and my response was, I can't help it that I know things. By my surprise, she like didn't do anything. She like walked through the door and just like forgot about the thing. And the last story that I'm going to tell you is how badass I am. Okay, thug life. Yeah. Honestly, as a kid in elementary school, I didn't take shit from like anyone, okay? If I had to kick someone, I would. I wasn't the one who was like girly and like scared of boys. Like, fuck no. You fuck with me, I will punch you. I will break you. This happened when I was in the 6th grade. So in between the lunch breaks, guys would always like go on the hallways and like fight and like, you know, just joke around, you know, joke around. Those were like older guys. Those were like 9th grade, like 3 years older than me, like just about to go to high school. Me, dumb as self, I was sitting on a table and just like watching that, you know, alone. Like I was just sitting and just like watching, just, you know, laughing and watching and having a great time. Like I was the only girl there. And this one piece of shit, he thought he was like so smart, like smart ass, thug life, fuck boy, middle school fuck boy, I don't know. Like looked at me, he was like, let's get her. You could see that he was joking around, like you could see like he was kidding, like he would never hit a girl. But me, my dumb thug life as self, thought he was very serious, and I was like, yo, I'm about to punch you, boy. Like, you're not gonna fuck with me. You hit me, like, I fucking kill you. I took it very, very seriously. So what I do, I hold his shoulders with all my power, with all the force. I punch him in the balls, and just like falls on the floor. And I'm like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And then I slap him, and he just fell on the floor and he cried. And then I just walked away laughing like a boss-ass bitch. That is it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. And if you want to see more videos like this, just me telling childhood stories or any stories, because I have a lot of stories, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment below what you want to see in my next video, or do you want to see more like this? I don't know. We shall see. One thing that I'll be changing very soon about my channel is my intro, because one of my viewers made an intro for me and I will probably use it in my next video. So yes, I'll be having a new intro. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye! And what